Hi guys, it's Gabby. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a book review on These Broken Stars by Amie Kaufman and Meagan Spooner. So first I want to start off by saying that this book is absolutely amazing. I loved this book. I read it in 2 days. It has everything that you want in a book. Shocking moments, intense moments, moments that make you want to cry. I actually did cry in this book, which is saying a lot because I don't really cry in books. It also had some really heartwarming and then heart-wrenching moments. Everything that you want in a story is all just compiled and mixed in this book. So this review is going to be spoiler-free for the first half, and then for the second half I will dive into spoilers, but I will definitely let you know when I will be starting the spoiler part of my review. I want to talk about the cover. Just how gorgeous is this cover? Oh my goodness, I love it. The dark blue background is just absolutely amazing. Her dress and how it continues on to the back is beautiful. They really captured both Tarver and Lilac on the cover, which I really liked. If you like gorgeous covers, I recommend this book because it will look amazing on anyone's bookshelf. So this book is about a 17-year-old girl named Lilac and a 18-year-old boy named Tarver. Lilac is the daughter of the richest man in the galaxy, whereas Tarver is a decorated war soldier, and he comes from a poor family. Both Tarver and Lilac are aboard a spaceship called the Icarus, and the Icarus ends up plummeting onto another planet and is completely destroyed, while Tarver and Lilac end up being the only survivors. They have to try and find a way to send for help and get rescued. So I want to talk about the writing style of this book. This book was really easy to read. It was very fast-paced. Like I said, I read it in 2 days, and it also has amazing descriptions. I could really picture the planet that Tarver and Lilac are on, the Icarus. The detail was just fantastic in this book. This book was written in a dual point of view, Tarver and Lilac's. I thought this was done very well. They both have different ways of describing things. Tarver, when you're reading from his point of view, he's very to the point, whereas Lilac's, she has more worry in her points of view, and you can tell how stressed and how worried she is and how afraid she is. I loved that I could tell the difference between each character. Which brings me to the characters. These characters are so lovable. I just grew so attached to both Tarver and Lilac. I thought they're so adorable together, and their character development was fantastic. Both of these characters are witty and strong, but they also have character flaws, which I really appreciate. Another thing I want to mention is how quickly this book just grabs your attention. I want to say by the second chapter, I was just instantly intrigued, and by the fourth chapter, I couldn't put the book down. One thing that I really enjoyed reading was at the beginning of each chapter, there is a little conversation between Tarver and I want to say it's maybe an officer, but he's being debriefed on his time on this planet. So we know from the beginning of the book that Tarver does get rescued, but we don't know about Lilac. We don't know if she gets rescued and what happens to her, which is something that really got my attention. And finally, I want to talk about the romance. Tarver and Lilac, like I said, are adorable together, and the romance is done very well. It wasn't hasty, and it's a little realistic. It wasn't just, bam, Tarver and Lilac see each other and they fall in love. No, it was gradual. So that's about it for my spoiler-free part of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I gave this book a 5 out of 5. It's just fantastic, fantastic. If you haven't read it, I really recommend that you pick it up and read it. I promise you won't be disappointed. So now on to the spoiler part of my review. I want to talk a little bit more in detail about Lilac's character development. It was probably one of my favorite things of this book. At the beginning of the book, Lilac is a snobby, rich girl, and she is very materialistic. when her and Tarver are in the escape pod, she scuffs her high heels. And all she can think about is the fact that her heels were really expensive, but her life is in danger, which was mind-blowing. But then at the end of the book, when her and Tarver finally find the Icarus that is completely destroyed, they find the laundry room, Lilac just gets so excited to finally find new clothes. She just gets rid of her beautiful, expensive gown that she had at the beginning of, and just puts on a pair of old jeans and a blue t-shirt. I thought this was just fantastic. It really showed how she overcame being a snobby rich girl to a strong female character wanting to survive. I also really liked the way she started standing up for herself. Her dad runs her life, and she is basically being babysat by her cousin, whom she says is her best friend, yet I don't see how, because how is this girl your best friend if she just rats on you? I didn't like that. I just wanted to smack Lilac for that. And it also broke my heart when Lilac was telling Tarver her story about Simon, and she blames herself. She blames herself for Simon's death, which is absolutely ridiculous. But when she stands up for herself and she stands up for Tarver, I wanted to give her just a round of applause for that. As I said in my spoiler-free part of the review, I really enjoyed reading about their romance and their relationship and how strong it became. First, Lilac and Tarver didn't like each other. The first night that they're on this planet, Lilac cries herself to sleep and Tarver just ignores her. Then throughout the book, little things here and there happen, and I think it was finally when Tarver finds the other escape pod and there's 5 victims, he really becomes compassionate and protective over Lilac. I thought that was a big turning point in their relationship. Which brings me to the part when Lilac dies. I cried. I was so sad when she died. I had no idea the story was going to go there. No idea. Not to mention there was still a good portion of the book left. So I was just wondering what in the world is going to happen now. One of the conversations of him being debriefed, he is talking about Lilac and he mentions, well, it doesn't matter now. That made me think even more that she didn't get rescued. She actually died when his canteen just dissolved. That was another point in the book where I was like, there's no way, yeah, she doesn't make it. She helps Tarver get off this planet, get rescued, and she ends up dissolving, which I didn't want to end the book because I didn't want it to end that way. But lucky for us, this ending is just amazing. The twist at the end, with her dad being the cause of all of this, it just really threw me. I wasn't expecting that at all. And finally, I wanted a little bit more of a resolution at the end. I want to know if Tarver and Lilac really do get to be together. Does her father actually leave them alone, or does he try and break them apart? So all in all, I give this book a 5 out of 5. You really should pick it up. Please comment below and let me know what you think. If there's anything that I said that you don't agree with or that you do agree with, I'd love to know your thoughts. And subscribe if you like my channel. I will see you with another video soon. Bye!